Hello dear student, welcome of chapter 2 sector of Indian economy. Now in this video we also discuss on the topic of Manrega, even their impact of Manrega, then the features of the Manrega and how many jobs provided by the Manrega in different field, and next point we also discuss right to work. So let's start the first point. What is Manrega? Now our first point is Manregas. The full form of the Manrega is Mahatma Gandhi Rural Employment Guarantee Act. This act is centrally sponsored scheme which provide a legal guideline for 100 days of work in each year to any adult member of rural household whose adult member are willing to do unskilled manual work. Second is the scheme is backed by National Rural Employment Guarantee Act in 2001 because of the backwardness of this act, hence is backed in 2001. Manregas was enacted in 23rd August 2005 and made organization on February 3rd 2006 in 200 district. Progressively by 2008 all rural district convenes. The act gave legal right to rural households to claim 100 days of work per year within 5 km areas and then within a 15 days. And then the scheme has multiple aim like as the social and livelihood security, poverty elevation, then improving rural communication, then creation of durable assets for rural development, and the environmental protection, social inclusions, and the manufacturing panchayat raj systems, and even the flagship rural development scheme. These scheme which provide the job to about 50 million adults every year. Central budgetary allocation in recent years about 60,000 crore rupees on the labor force and even through this scheme. So this scheme is very important to provide the jobs for jobless people, those who are unskilled people in rural areas, and this scheme is mainly popular in different rural areas. This point is the features of Manregas and Manrega. First point is the bottom up, people centered, demand driven, self selecting and right based employment scheme. Second is each state to have its own version of rural employment guarantee scheme. Maharashtra rural employment guarantee scheme, and time and distance limit within the 5 km and 15 days, otherwise consumptions. Then third point is 1/3 of beneficiary must be women. Work site facilities such as crèche, drinking water and first aid at work site. So these types of the facilities to provide to the labor by the government. And then next point is a self targeting. In this point, no pick and choose, and whoever demand get the work within 15 days. And the next point is the wage rate, either minimum wages or as determined by the central government. Rates varies from state to state. Average wages are the 210 rupees per day for this year, and 60-40% ratio of labor and material in work undertaken, say of panchayat in work selection. And the next point is the transparency and accountability, direct payment to bank account of beneficiaries, public information, social adult by Gram Sabha and adult by CAG. It means those people are working under this Manrega, their payment directly deposited in their bank account due to this reason to stop the corruption. And next point is the funding shared between the central and state government. the large shared by the central government, but as central government, state government having also sponsored this money and sponsored these manregas in their own state, but it relate different state having different situations and different financial conditions. The Manrega jobs. It means which types of the jobs facilities provided by the Manrega in different areas to the labor. First one is water conservation and water harvesting. This one is also important, the job facilities to provide the laborers. Second is drought profiling, including plantation and afforestation. It means so many people having required to the plantation farming and then afforestations, that and these laborers can also engage in these activities through the manregas. So third point is irrigation canal, including micro and minor irrigation work. It means whenever required to the construction of the canals and even the some minor irrigation works, then also to hire the laborers. And canal maintenance and mud work, digging and carrying, all these works which complete by the laborers, and these laborers also hire under the scheme of the manregas. And the next point, whenever to create any flood situation, and then if to create any flood situation, that's why required to the protection. So here the some workers who engage in flood control and protection works. Then minor irrigation, horticultures and land development. Even the next field, renovation of traditional water bodies, including desalinating of tank, creation of new ponds and depending or cleaning of existence ones. And the next is land development, rural connectivity. So this one also important field where people engage by the manregas, road construction and maintenance. So we have seen different people also engage in road construction and maintenance. Now you can see here the pictures which give us ideas about the manregas, how to work with the help of the laborers in different areas. The first example in from Nasik, Maharashtra in February 2014, loose boulders structures to prevent flooding. And then second is Anganwadi in North Andaman, January 2016. And then third, dairy shed Pudukkottai in Tamil Nadu. And then the village road South 24 Parganas, West Bengal. So it means all these types of the development which by the manregas and with help of the laborers. Now this is one also important topic in our chapters, right to work. And this right to work is a fundamental right or not. So let us start the first point. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights and the International Covenant on Economic, Social and Cultural Right recognize the right to work in an employment of one's choice and the state's responsibility to safeguard this right. So the first articles, Article 41 of Indian Constitution. These Article 41 which tell us the state shall, within the limits of its economic capacity and development, make effective provision for securing the right to work. This Article 41 is very important because of through this Article 41 we have ideas about the economic capacity and development. Even it should be effective provision for securing the right to work. In year 1986, interpretation of Article 21 made by Honorable Supreme Court through its judgment in Olga Teles versus Bombay Municipal Corporations, right to livelihood was recognized as a fundamental right inherent in the right to life under Article 21. No person can sue the state for not providing him with a job, but if any person is deprived of his right to livelihood except according to just and fair procedure established by law, he can challenge the deprivation as offending the right to life conferred by Article 21st. That means Article 21st give the protections. No one can be denied, no one can be deprived their rights. Narega and right to work. If a job card holder is not given any job within the 15 days, he and she can claim compensation which is fraction of the wage rate. It means sometime it happen even in job card holders, while the people having not job within 15 days, this situation people can claim against of these situation against of these naregas. So due to these reasons, to provide the protections, everyone having the job card, they they are required to provide the jobs within a 15 days. Now these are the impact of the Manaregas. First one is social security, second is creation of durable physical assets, and third is decentralization empowerment. So let us start the first, social security. Manaregas help stop short term distress migration but not long term migration, indicating that Manregas is a safety net without perhaps influencing the larger process of structural transformation. And it helps rural poor to avoid hunger, cope with illness, avoid migration, improve food intake and nutrition, improve health status, send children to school, and avoid hazardous or demanding work. Another apparent benefits has been financial inclusions. Narega wages do seem to implicitly enforce a wage floor, reduce exploitation of labor, and instrument to elevate the consequences of rural distress. Second point is creation of durable physical assets. The first is the Manarega's asset has contributed to building climate resilience, reduce soil erosion, deforestation, environmental protection. Narega work became instrument for investment in the commons and strengthening in natural resource base. Decentralization empowerment. Manaregas has transformative and empowering women's empowerment, financial inclusive, empowering local communities, and PRI played a significant role in listening historical class imbalance in rural India and the last shift toward post clientelist politics. It is self targeting and hence universal. So all these are the different impacts of the Manaregas. I hope you clear these points. Then in your exam, ask question on the basis of the Manaregas. What are the impact of the Manaregas? Okay, thank you.